Good morning, it is Friday the 8th of August. It's just about to turn midday and I'm about to go out and do a little bit of an Uber shift. So I've just got back about half an hour ago from a private job, so I thought I'd jump straight on Uber because I haven't got anything else planned for the rest of the afternoon. So yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see if it's any busier than it was the other day. I know Fridays are predominantly quiet, but who knows. Let's see what happens. An hour in and I've done 3 trips, so it's been taken over. First job, it was outskirts of Southport, going into Southport, £13.29, a 30-minute job going 4.9 miles. I did run a couple of miles to it because, as you know, I live out in the sticks in the middle of nowhere. So then when I was in Southport, little tiny job, £3.73, 5-minute job going 0.7 of a mile. And then I've just dropped off a guy going to view a house, £4.83, 9 minutes going 3.2 miles. So currently on £21.85. Yeah, it's not too bad, I suppose, for Uber, especially because it's during the day and, you know, first hour in. So let's see what happens. So it's just after 4 o'clock. It's been a couple of hours, but it's been taken over, to be honest. Can't really complain, not for a weekday. So where was we? We were in Southport at the time, was we? Yeah. I then got a job from Southport towards Liverpool, £16.11. It was a half an hour job and it was 12.6 miles. Dropped them off. It was kind of like Maghull sort of way. I then started heading back from there towards Ormskirk. I got a job from there, from Ormskirk to Skelmersdale, £10.58. That was a 7-mile job. What's that, quarter past? I think that was pretty much the hour then, to be honest. Yeah, the hour, maybe just over the hour, so that was about £26 for that hour. So I left. Oh no, sorry, I was in Skelm. I then got a job which was Wigan. It's the outskirts of Wigan, back into Ormskirk. £8.70. That was a 7-minute job going 2.5 miles. I then had an Ormskirk to Ormskirk, £9.87, 10 minutes going 4 miles. What time was all that about? 2:20. Then had an Ormskirk to Ormskirk again, including a £2 tip. That was another £10.68, 6 minutes going 2.4 miles. So that was pretty much that hour. So that was like, where was we? It's about about £29 for that hour. And then this last hour, yeah, it's kind of an hour thereabouts. I had a job which was Skelmersdale to Skelmersdale, £9.29, 7-minute job going 2.5 miles. And then I've just had a Skelmersdale to St Helens, 2 lads going to play golf. That was a multi-stop. I had to pick his mate up on the way. £9.68, 17 minutes going 7.7 miles. So yeah, I'm just on the St Helens bypass now. I was going to start heading back towards Ormskirk way. I'm currently on £96.76. So I've done 4 hours. So it's coming out at about £24.19 an hour. So not too bad considering, you know, it's the weekday. What have I done sort of mileage wise? I've done 89 miles in total, but I'm getting 3.4 miles per kilowatt, which is quite good. I've used just over half a tank. So yeah, if that kind of carries on, I'll see what sort of mileage should I be on. I'll probably be on about 140, 150 miles probably before I need a charge. So I'll log back on now and I'll see what happens. But yeah, other than that, it's been pretty uneventful. It's been taken over, to be honest. I haven't had to wait too long for the job, and a lot of the jobs have been like £9–10, so they haven't been. It's been alright. I can't really complain too much up to now, which isn't like me. So I'll update you shortly. So it's just coming up to 5:20, another hour. It gets more and more delayed because I waffle for so long. The next hour goes, instead of it being on the hour, it goes to 10 past, then it goes to 20 past. So anyway, I was in St Helens. Oh, excuse me. I had an Ormskirk to Ormskirk, 8:69, 9-minute job, 3.5 miles. Still in Ormskirk, £7.8, 6-minute job, going 2.1 miles. And then I've just done another Ormskirk to Ormskirk, £9.4, a surge job. I didn't even realise it was a surge job. 6 minutes, going 1.9 miles. Can't really complain with that. And she was taking the piss out of me cup. I've got one of them Stanley cups, and she was like, "Oh, does your Stanley cup leak?" I was like, "No, why?" She was like, "Oh, two of my daughters have got them, and they leak." I was like, "Oh, have they got the straw ones?" And she was like, "Yeah." I was like, "No, I've got this one here." And it pops up, and like the little plastic thing pops up. It's got a straw inside. This woman's going the wrong way down a one-way street, and the two of them were in the back, and they were going, "He's got a sippy cup." I was like, "It's not a sippy cup," and that just made it worse. They were like, "Oh, it's a sippy cup, I'm a big boy now." So anyway, that was about it. But other than that, so yeah, I've done about £25 in the last hour, which is pretty much kept up with what it's been. Yeah, the past couple of hours I think it was £24, and now it's like just over £25. So yeah, all in all, not too bad. A couple of really stupid jobs come through. I think I took a screenshot of them. Well, that one was earlier on. So I was near Ormskirk. They wanted me to go 25 minutes or 11.5 miles all the way to Wigan to do a 10-minute job, or 1.9 miles. So all in, you're looking at about 35 minutes, and it was about 13 miles. An XL job, £7.98. I'm sure there was another daft one that come up. I think it was that crap. I was too busy laughing, didn't have a chance to take a screenshot of it. But yeah, a couple of little daft jobs have come up. There's loads of reservation jobs coming up, but they're all miles away. I don't even know why they offer them to me. Like this one here, it's near. It's like the outskirts of Salford, going to Manchester. 12 quid. I noticed there's lots of jobs coming up as well. I don't know if Uber's having a little bit of a tantrum or something, or it's been hacked. There was like a job before that came up. It was like Ormskirk, and it came up saying that what was the address now? I forgot what the address was, but it was in Liverpool anyway. But on the map it was saying Warrington. So I was thinking, well, if you go and pick that job up now, I wouldn't have took it anyway, because you would have ended up in the middle of Liverpool. But yeah, the jobs, the past couple of jobs, it's been coming up with Liverpool addresses, even though on the map it's showing you somewhere else, whether it's in Ormskirk or Warrington, so you know where it is, but it's giving you the incorrect information. Another one just came up with a postcode saying 20 minutes. It's like, you know, give us a little bit of a clue, you know, just random I don't know every single postcode. But yeah, other than that, not too bad. So I'll go back online now, and let's see what happens. Short little update. I've only done one job since before. Yeah, I got my next job, which was a Skelmersdale to Skelmersdale, a little £9.46, 5 minutes, going 2.1 miles. And then they were in, and I honestly forgot I was in an EV. So it popped up saying, yeah, you need to charge up soon, because I had 14 miles of range left. So yeah, I went and dropped them off and started making my way over towards the rapid charger. Stopped, picked some food up, just got here now, and I've been here about 5 minutes. So it's just turned 6 o'clock. So I'm going to be here now for probably an hour, because I'll have a bit of time off. Like, technically I could just stay here for like half an hour, which would take me back up to about 80%. But yeah, I want to sit back, kick my shoes off, watch an episode of Squid Games, and have something to eat. So yeah, I'll have an hour off, and then I'll carry on around 7 o'clock-ish, something like that. So I'll give you a proper update in a bit. I just thought it was quite funny. It was the first time I'd actually forgot I was in an EV. So an hour in after charging, I started up again at 7:10. Came online, went straight into a Bearsco to Ormskirk job, £9.90. It was an 8-minute job going 3.6 miles. Again, I had to go a couple of miles to it because where I charged up again was in the middle of nowhere. I then had, including a £1 tip, a little Ormskirk to Ormskirk, £5.21. Was a 5-minute job going 1.2 miles. Then I had a burst go back into Ormskirk, £8.41, 8-minute job, 3.5 miles. And then I just dropped a guy off. It was £6.40, 6 minutes, going 3.1 miles. Now that was a cash job, and when I got there I swiped across, it said collect £9.95, and he was like, oh, is it? He said, oh, how have I done that? He said, I've selected the wrong one. Am I okay to pay on card? And I was like, no. I said, it's cash only. I said, I can just put zero. I said, it doesn't bother me because I still get paid. It just means when you're coming back home tonight, Uber's going to want that fare and it's going to want this fare that you haven't paid. I said, so instead of it costing you obviously a tenner, it's going to cost you 20 quid to get home later. And he was like, oh yeah, sound. He said, oh, I'm so sorry about that. And he was like, I don't even know how to change it in the settings and all this. So, you know, seemed quite genuine, but at the end of the day, I couldn't care less because I just put zero in. It says, oh, are you sure the customer's paid zero? We'll take it up with them. You click confirm and then you still get paid your money anyway. So yeah, past hour, I've done, I think it was about £29 and some change. So not too bad. I will log back on and see what the next hour brings. I just realised that I hadn't done the total. So I'm currently on £160.95, and I've done 6.5 hours. So that's coming out at about £24.76 an hour. So apologies for the light. I've decided to finish my shift. So the last update was just after 8, and then after that a private booking come through, which is early hours in the morning. So obviously I've decided to do that instead. So I've done probably about another 20 minutes, but sometime that was like a couple of messages going back and forth and whatnot. So basically I logged off at 8:30. The private booking that's come through, they won't picking up in the morning. It's like a last minute thing. Liverpool airport, I need to be there for 3 o'clock, so I'm gonna have to leave mine for around 2, so I'm gonna have to be up for about 1:30. So I didn't want to stay out too late because obviously I need to get back, have a little bit of a sleep, need to give it a little bit of a clean inside. I've explained to him it's too late now, I can't like clean the outside. I'll always clean the outside as well as the in if I've got a private booking, but obviously I'm not doing that now. So yeah, I need to do the inside. I need to get some child seats in and things like that. So yeah, unfortunately I've had to cut it a little bit short, but the figures were the same as before because I didn't do another job after that. So I finished on the 160.95, but granted I did do another half an hour thereabouts. So over the 7 I finished on £22.99 an hour. So it came down a little bit because of that last 20-30 minutes. Basically I was securing a private job, but yeah, that private job is almost what I've done in that whole shift, which is taking me 7 hours. So yeah, it just goes to show it's if you haven't got your ops license, you need to go and get one. So yeah, I'll finish it on that. I'll be out again tomorrow unless something else crops up, but up to now it's just that one early hours. So I'm going to get up, do that. I should be back home for between 4:30 in the morning. I'll get a bit more sleep, and then I'll be out tomorrow, do another long Uber shift. So I'll catch you on tomorrow's video.